Hello and welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree and this is a reading for the energy of Cancer. So we had a new moon 2 days ago, April 27th, and that moon was in the constellation, that new moon was in the constellation of Aries. So for those of you that don't know, I practice constellational astrology, and that just means that instead of using 30-degree signs, I use the sky and the actual constellation that the sun is in, that the moon is in, that any of the other planets are in. So on April 27th, the sun and the moon were both in the constellation of Aries, but in the tropical sign of Taurus. So without further ado, let me transition over. And here are my tarot decks. So I have started a new series in that we are reading the solar lunar cycle. I'm going to link a video in the description box where you can find out more about that, Cancer. Your new moon is in your 10th house, and that is the house of like the career, your public image, how people see you, how your community sees you, what you're doing for your community, that type of thing. And so this new moon in Aries is going to give you the spark that you need, or it's a good time to use that spark, that initiatory energy to get something started, to get something going. So if you want to begin, start a new career, or if you want to get moving in your career, this would be a great time to start planting the seeds. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have 4 decks here, and reason being is I am doing extended readings as well. So not only will I post a reading here on YouTube for free for everyone to use however they want to, I will post an extended reading that will go just a little bit deeper into the message. So if you want to, you can go ahead and go to the Buy Me a Coffee link that I have in the description box and view the extended reading. All right, so I am using the Biota Reverie Tarot. I really like this deck. This deck is inspired by the art of, what was his name? I think it might be on the box. Let me see. Ernst Haeckel, and he gave inspiration to what's that man's name? He did the theory of Darwin. Yeah, Darwin used a lot of his images in trying to understand the changes that organisms go through. Oh wow, I wonder why those came out. All right, so let me just do a little bit of an overhand shuffle. I have a hard time with this one. I should just keep with my side shuffle. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to pull 3 cards, and those are going to be the main energies that we are going to read on, and then we're going to dive a little bit deeper. So this is the 10 of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Ooh, some fire energy that might be a little blocked here. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of glare. Just put this over here. It's really hard to get lighting correct for me because I have to kind of have overhead lighting, but it can't be too glary. This card is a little bright right here, though. It's a beautiful card. Okay, so you are very in touch with your emotions, Cancer. That's not surprising for me. This Queen of Cups here is water of water. And 10 of Wands, it's seeming like you are feeling burdened. Okay. You've got a lot going on. There's a lot of irons in the fire, but you are not letting that get you down. I feel there is some sort of conflict here that's in the background. And it's either that you're just so focused on something right now that you're not allowing this burdensome energy or this conflict energy to stop you what you're focused on, what your heart is focused on, the thing that you desire. I feel a great deal of focus here. Now, there isn't a lot of air energy, but I just feel that you are so impassioned or just very in love with something that you are doing, that you're not allowing these energies to interfere, which is actually great. It's actually a wonderful thing. That's amazing, especially when you find something that you like and something that you are destined to do, right? These wands have that fire energy as well. So very passionate energy. And so not only is your heart into this, but you are just passionate about it, is what I'm feeling here. And you're willing to go, to toe to toe with anybody or anything that stands in your way, but you could be overworking yourself with our 10 of Wands here. So you really need to remember to take care of yourself, and don't forget that you are a Cancer, and you do need that home time, that time with loved ones, that time where you can just kind of be with those that you love, those around you, those that refill your cup, right? Okay. So here we're going to use the Lucid Minds Tarot. Now this art is going to be starkly different from this art, but I was just called to use this deck, both decks actually. So we've got the 8 of Wands, more fire energy for you, Cancer, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness, another reversed card. Queen of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands upright. Wow. Oh, look at the colors of these cards. The Magician. I love this card. Let me get some of these cards better in frame, because if I do that, the glare is still there. I wish, let's put something there. Let's hold it down. I wonder, I'm going to pause the video really quick. Let's see if I can fix that glare. And voila, I fixed it. So for those of you who do make videos, if you're having issues with glare, I learned a trick from the Dove and Serpent Tarot. I made friends with his wife, and you should check his channel out, and also his wife, Ula Tea Leaf Readings. Though those two are both amazing. They both are divinatory. Dove and Serpent, of course, reads tarot cards. He reads the I Ching, and he's amazing. And then, of course, Ula, Lenore, actually, she reads tea leaves, and they both have wonderful channels. So anyhow, he said he helped me in saying that you should have your lights pointing up instead of down, or directly at you. So I just had to adjust my light to point a little bit more up. And as you see, I didn't lose a lot of light. I just lost the glare. And this is more cream instead of so white. Okay, one more card for you, Cancer. King of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's amazing. So that was my beautiful son. When I started recording this video, my mic was not set to my whatever mic this is, my Hypercast, right? So everything I was saying just was not picked up. So I had to start over again. And and I will tell you that I pulled out some cards, and I pulled the King of Swords in reverse over here, and then the King of Swords upright over here. And so this King of Swords is really wanting to make what's the word, really wants to make an appearance in your reading, Cancer. And this is just, these two energies I think are amazing to work with. And I really like that we have the Magician card down here as well. So this is really giving the vibes of being able to not only combine your passion, your love for whatever it is that you're doing, but you also have the capability to do it correctly, to do it in the right way, to get it done. So you are totally going to be able to manage what is going on here and also what is going on here. And that's really what I like to see, because we do have a lot of energies here that are being presented in a not so optimal way. So I really like these trios right here. Now, I do want to say that we have the 10 of Wands in reverse, and then we have the 10 of Wands down here. So there is some definite overload that you really need to be careful of. But I do see that you are just going to persevere, and you are really not going to let any kind of emotional situation, or the idea that you're tired, or the idea that you can't do this, you're really not going to let that get in your way, because you are just laser focused on what you're doing. And you see that there is something to be, that is going to be something that is going to come of this tiredness, this drudgery that you're putting yourself through. We do have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Cups in reverse. And now, I'm not exactly sure what to think of these two energies here together. And it's also next to the 10 of Swords. These are all reversed right here. And it's flanked by Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. So it's almost like there is, you're kind of giving something up for whatever it is that you're after, for whatever it is that you're laser focused on. And the fact that it's in reverse, it might be that you're just putting it to the side right now, and maybe you're going to come back to it later, but there's a definite putting to the side, a definite putting on the back burner, something that you are connected to, something that you do want to do, something that you do feel passionate about, but you're so focused on this one thing that you're going to let this not so much fall for the wayside, but I guess you're going to put a pin in it, right? And you're going to visit it later. Now, as I said earlier, the Magician and the King of Swords, I really like that these cards are here, because number one, I like all of this energies kind of converging onto the Magician, and he is our alchemist, right? He is going to make gold out of coal. And so while these things might be pushed to the side for the moment, for the time being, I think this Magician kind of has, he's really in cahoots with this King of Swords, rather. He's in cahoots, being that I really want to turn this into something. I just can't do it right now. But this King of Swords is lending all of his excellent air energy into saying that we can have it all. We can do this. We can really make this happen. But you're so focused on this, on your major thing first, which is great. I think you need to have that laser focus and put all your energies into one thing and making that great, as opposed to putting your energies into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different things, and each one of those things not getting your full attention. So overall, I do feel like this is a reading where you are giving up some things, and it could be, you're going without energy, or but you're so impassioned, you're embracing this energy that you have, this desire, this want that you have to bring something to fruition, and you're doing your best to do it. So I think that is absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and pull a one of these Sacred Creators card. Okay, so this is a cool deck, and the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. And these are the lovely backs, and it's just they're just little sayings with a cute little design. And let's just see what this Oracle deck says. I need to stop shuffling. I don't really like to shuffle my Oracle decks where they become reverse. I like them to all be facing upright. But one day I accidentally shuffled this where I got reversals. So I just haven't turned everything up. But I'm going to. All right. I don't think I did that. Why am I doing that now? All right, Cancer. Let's see what the Sacred Creators deck has for you. My lovely Cancer. 2 of my kids have sons in the constellation of Cancer. What's your honest truth? I pulled that for another reading, and it just matches. Look, it just goes so good with this. So, what is your honest truth? So, I think you really need to decide what it is that you're focused on. What is it that makes you the happiest, right? What is it? This is giving me water vibes. And so whatever it is that you want to focus on, and I think you need to beam that out to the world. Your this Aries new moon is in your 10th house for your solely lunar cycle, right? And so perhaps you might be a little hesitant to get out there into the public eye. Perhaps you might be a little hesitant to change careers. Whatever it may be, there's some sort of hesitancy that might be keeping you back. And so I think this card is just trying to remind you to go forth, whatever it is, go towards whatever it is that is your true essence. And with this energy of Aries, I think it's something that can totally be done for sure. So, okay, well, I am going to leave it there. And if you want to join me for the remainder of this message, you can check it out on the Buy Me a Coffee site, which I will link in the description box. But if this is our goodbye, that's cool. I will see you next lunar cycle. Have a great evening and take care.